Well, June and July are typically the hottest months to sell your home. So how do you make your home stand out? Real estate expert Seth O'Byrne is here with why marketing matters. Seth, thanks so much for coming in. We do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about this because typically the summer months are the hottest time to buy and sell a home. People sometimes are a little more freed up during these months and they're ready to start looking. Is that right?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, this is by far the hottest time. If you look at 12 months, typically the dip in the market is December and January, with the height of the market typically being in June and July.
June and July. So here we are coming up quickly on June here. Let's talk about getting your home out there ready to be sold. And there are some things to keep in mind. When you walk into a home and you see pictures of all the kids and the grandkids and they've got little statues and figurines everywhere, does your heart just drop?
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, definitely you kind of have to be political about it. And it's difficult because, you know, it's funny, I spend a lot of my day beating up people on their properties, telling them it has to be a certain way to sell. And then I come home to my own house and my dogs tore up the house and I have stuff all over the floors too. So I think what's true is most people don't want to live in a museum. You buy a home so you can feel like it's yours. But when you sell your home, you're selling it to buyers in their most critical time. So I think you have to be hyper conscious of all that stuff, and that's what we help with.
Do you want your home to essentially look like a model home during the selling process?
Yeah, that would be the best. In fact, a lot of times, I just did this over the weekend with some clients in Carlsbad. I advised that they went over to a Toll Brothers development right across the street from them and looked at the model home. And if you can do whatever you can to make your home look like that, you're gonna win.
You're gonna win. Okay, so when we have all this extra stuff, now we've taken down the pictures and we've cleared off the shelves and stuff, you can't just shove this stuff in a closet because they're going to open up your closets.
That's a concern. So we do rent storage boxes, we do rent storage facilities. But you know, I would tell you the garage is one of the safest places to put anything that you want because typically people recognize that a garage is a garage. It's just that, it's for storage.
Sometimes it's your storage unit at
Exactly.
your house. Hey, we're looking at some incredible photos here of homes. Potentially these homes were at one time on the market. What kind of photography do you recommend sellers consider when they are getting their home on the market?
Yeah, that's a great question. In fact, all of these photos that we're showing today are homes that we did sell or we have on the market currently. That right there is one we actually have on the market now. Daytime photography works well for anyone. We typically use HD photography. We also use specific lighting, and a lot of times we'll have a whole photo crew come through. The next level to that, typically if we have really good indirect lighting or interior can lighting, is we do nighttime photography. Nighttime photography is really what we became known for, and it makes a real impact. And I believe also when you're competing with other homes that have a lot of good daytime photography, having stunning nighttime photos really stands out.
And then even one step beyond that is this aerial photography, and we're looking at some incredible images. It almost looks like you rented a helicopter and got out a video camera.
Yeah, actually sometimes we do. We take up a helicopter probably twice a month. And then for the other stuff, for these shoots like you're seeing right now, that's actually a remote controlled helicopter with either HD camera or a GoPro on top of it.
What difference does this make when a potential buyer sees it from this vantage point?
You know, it's incredible because it really sets a mood. Just last year I wrote a book called Building a Story, which is about selling real estate at the high end. And typically when you're buying real estate, you're not buying the walls or the hallways or the floors. You're buying a place to start your own story. And so if we can create a compelling story using beautiful photography, videography, aerial photos or aerial video, we can create so much more interest and it can be so much more impactful. So yeah, it definitely works.
Now, if I were to hire you to sell my home looks nothing like some of those beautiful homes that you just saw there. Is that something that you would offer to somebody at any price point?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, a lot of the photos and the video that we use in the high end is kind of expected. People expect it if you list a $3 million house that someone's going to create a beautiful video for it. I find it's even more impactful to use this and use a designer and a stager, such as we have right here, in the $400,000 price range or the $600,000 price range, because it's completely unexpected and it allows your home to really stand out.
How does it work with a designer or a stager? Would they come in and rearrange your own furniture, or do they bring in stuff in order to place in the home?
Yeah, there's tiers. We call it a menu. So when we meet with someone and we do a consultation in their living room, we give them a menu of options for both photo and video, but then also for staging and interior design. Sometimes people can spend thousands of dollars staging their home. The typical home, we ask people to spend $500. That's painting, cleaning up the property, and then having our stager come in and mostly just rearrange what they already have.
All right, this sounds so great. So if folks want to get in touch with you, we've put the information on our website. Go to sold.com. That's Seth's website. Call him on the phone number that you see right there on your screen. And he'd love to answer any questions from you and, of course, meet with you cost-free. A lot of people think, well, I want you to come out to my house and talk to me, but how much is that even going to cost? You guys do that for free. So
absolutely, yeah. We call it paying it forward. We believe to give the consultation, and if it makes sense and people like our marketing platform, of course, we can work together.
All right, Seth, thank you so much. Go to our website, san diego6.com, and click on San Diego Living for more information.